Hello everybody, it's me, Player Negative, and today I'm playing some palworld. Now, in my honest opinion, when it comes down to this game, there's a lot I want to talk about, but before I get into everything of that, I want to actually show you what I've made so far. I got this game back when it was in early access as a birthday present from a good friend of mine, and I spent a lot of time here. To say that I went a little overboard would be a bit of an understatement. It may not look like much to any veteran player, but it's good enough for me in terms of my taste. So this is the farmyard where we deal with crops and any food for the rest of the group. This is the oven, this is the forge, and this is the stock area. This is where we keep everything, from the beds for every single pal, all the different storage units, reds for elemental stuff, and purples for herbs and plants, skins, the iron chest, crafting table, which are decent. Got all this stuff, nothing too interesting. Wait a minute. Oh. Put that in there. And this is my house. Every one of these pals is organized in a way of helping with which does which direction. I did that by the simplest term, giving them names. It simply works like this. Every group of pals has one or two people with a name, and that person is declared the leader of that race pal. For instance, when it comes to all the penguins, there's one person in charge who assists with the situation. That is this guy, Captain Newt. He is the main person in charge of the penguins and is one of the fastest hard workers in the group. Let's see how he's willing to assist. Hello there, sir. You gonna do something? Alright. What needs repaired infrastructure? Or you need to do something. Right. Forgot. There's nothing for you guys to fix. Well, it's time do we fix that? There's a few more beds needed for some of you guys. Oh, shoot, didn't mean to do that. Now to see the men in action. Yes. Now many other people would put them through a 9 to 12 hour workload. I'm a very modest person, so I work with them whenever the project is super demanding. I am not a horrible boss. I try my best with everything. Now let me give you a tour of the house. Those barrels are just for extra storage. You have the base room with a few bits of furniture and extra storage, as well as a barrel for this thing. Then you have the second layer room, which has a bar if you're willing to drink your sorrows. Then up here, the main hut. This is where I sleep. That's my extra supplies. This is all the crafting tables I need. Brunch on the balcony, and if you go up here, you have the pal detector, and I'm still actually working on some stuff up here. In the meantime, let me just add some extra work here. We probably need some railing for this. Or better yet, we could start by, we are lacking on food a bit when it comes to a certain. Just. Alright, now I'm calling someone who can help. Wait, what are you mining? Okay, maybe not you. This is my chillet. Perhaps I need the assistance of the penguins in one particular aspect. I never built a ladder in this room. So maybe if I just... didn't need to do that, but I'm going to switch to create a ramp. Thanks for the wood. You know what? Never mind. I'll just... and then I'll basically just... what if I just... here's a way to do it. Alright. Alright, that should make it where the penguins can come up here. Now, with that being said... what are you guys doing? Alright, let me just get him the help. Alright, buddy, I need your help with something. Could you come with me for a minute? Oh, it's already done. Well, anyways. Yeet. Just like Mario 64. Oh, wait. Is Nintendo gonna patent the very concept of throwing a penguin off a ledge, too? Oh, crap. You got some broken bones? thing. Let me just take it out of there and just let you rest for a bit. Alright, let's see what we can do. We're gonna need someone to deal with some issues in terms of lack of ore, so where are you? Seriously, where is he? Yeah, I'm gonna need you on the mining front. In terms of harvesting, I'm gonna need this big chunky boy. And I meant that very literal because look at him! Look at that big old thing. It's like Big Chungus. If Big Chungus was a capable farmer. You know what? I'm just gonna. Why do we even need a giant tomato patch right here? It'd be so much easier if we just. Yeah. Big boy, I'm gonna need your help. Let me just. I can't grab him. Alright, everything's running smoothly. Now food. I'm gonna build some. Enough to build another tomato patch. Oh crap! Forgot to mention the elements. Yeah. So if you're near a character who's a certain element that can potentially harm you, and you're not wearing protective clothing, or you're at the wrong time of day, it can kind of be a bit dangerous. Ugh. Wait, I didn't organize that the right way. Alright, now with that out of the way, let's get to building. Come on, man. The horizon over here. Slacker, you say? I'll deal with that in a minute. You know what I do to slackers? I bring them on a hunt with me. And make them realize how good they have it staying here doing manual labor instead of being out in the wild. That's what I do to slackers. I'll leave you to it. Now I got a slacker to deal with. Ooh, the eggs are done. Let's see what we got here. potion with that's a potion. I don't know what those two are, but I bet they're interesting. Let's see what you guys can do. Let's see. Alright, which one of you was the slacker? The second one was the slacker. Alright, so you're coming with me, and I'm going to put Naruto down over here. And next, I'm going to grab you, so jacking down the break. And we're going to see what you're capable of. Okay, let's see what this thing looks like. Oh my goodness, what is that? Alright, that's all I got for today. And you may have noticed throughout this gameplay, I've kind of made it where you can't see my character's face. And there's a good reason for that. Let me just show you. Yeah. Look, I didn't know the game had a more realistic art style compared to Pokemon's more anime aesthetic. So when I saw that, the choice on the selection screen made it look more normal, and I ended up accidentally making him look like a Joestar. So, that happened. His name is, the character selection screen, if you look up his name is Kaito. So I guess this guy is, Kaito Joestar. Well, that's all I have for today. I'll talk about Palworld's litigation, legal issues between Pokemon later, and I'll see you some other time.